Welcome back to my channel today, guys. So we'll just be doing a bunch of stuff on top of the motor today that I can think of at this very moment. So before I go ahead and put the plenum on, making sure that all my fittings are tight, connecting this fitting that goes all the way down to the return down through here, onto this T on the back of the fuel rail, connecting the fuel rail lines. And I'll get everything connected to the pressure regulator and put the gauge on. I also get my flashlight out. Went ahead and you can see where that green is right there. I went ahead and removed the line off of that. You don't need it. I'm gonna put a quick disconnect on it, and I'll check back up with you guys when I get that all done. As I was starting to hook up these lines to the regulator, I realized that my coolant bleeder is broke off in this hose right here. So I'm gonna take it off and get a new one. Gotta take the regulator off though to get to it easier. So go ahead and do that really quick, get that off, and then I'll continue what I was doing. All right, I went ahead and got that piece out. As you can see, it did break off smooth. I went ahead and took flathead, went around it until it finally came out and broke apart. I'm gonna put this back on now, get this one out, and then I will continue with what I was doing. All right, y'all, went ahead and got this out. I ended up breaking it too. They're plastic. I've heard that these tend to break often on these, especially this bleeder valve right here. So they sell replacement ones. Hold on, so I can hold it better. They sell replacement ones that are, I believe they're aluminum, that are way better. Where'd the pipe go? Here's right here. Got her out. I'm gonna continue on with what I was doing with the regulator. I'm gonna go ahead, put the regulator back on, and get all the wire or all the hoses going, and then continue on with the day. All right, this is my honest opinion on this regulator and these lines. I've been watching Z1 specifically mount all of this stuff, and they did it just like this, and this is the worst thing I think I've done on this return kit. Even worse than that line back there that goes up to the tank. This, you have to bend the hoses and get them all kinked up, but not kinked up. Like you can see, they're not kinked, but they're all, you know, routed weird to get them to work. And it's so crowded. For me, I was lucky because I had a motor out, so like the hoses that go down through here and up and everything. If you had a motor in here, it'd be so hard. And then the harnesses are in the way. Whew, it's a headache. This might be the worst part, is this regulator, because yeah, you could mount it somewhere else, but this line specifically goes to the driver's side, and this long line goes to this passenger side, and you got to bend it upside down and sideways and backwards, and then you got to fit your plenum on top of it, so you got to make sure it's not in the way of the plenum. It's just a whole headache. I had to screw them onto the regulator first and then put them in. Like I screwed this one on, then screwed this one on, and then I forcefully made these go into the holes. I don't know, maybe I'm making it harder on myself, but that's what it seems like at the moment is going on. That is just not the greatest. So yeah, Okay, so I'm currently trying to get everything to go into place. I haven't continued on this yet, because I am currently trying to figure out exactly how the wiring harness goes around, because get the plenum on, and then I'll obviously want to put, I guess I can't even do that. I can't even put the plenum on because I need spark plugs in there, and I need to order those this week. So I'm going around before I do these these lines. I want to make sure I got all my wiring good back here and up here. But I realized within the process of this thing being torn down and 100 people in and out and helping me and, you know, whatever the case may be, I am missing somehow coil pack plugs. I don't know where they went for this driver's side. I've been watching a couple videos to see what the hell is going on, and it looks like there was maybe a clip on the bottom of here that you plug, and then there'd be two more plugs for the coil pack. But right now I'm just trying to find it, and I think it was this I would plug into it, go nink, but I'm not 100% sure, because this is obviously then this goes down into here and goes down to the tranny and wires back, whatever, and I cannot find it. So that sucks. I also went ahead, you guys can see right there, that fitting right below those two bolts and right next to the headers. There's a fitting right there that I'm going to go ahead and, when I'm ready, plug the, what is it called? Plug the return kit line to it. So I'll end up doing that. And I also forgot, but I need to retighten this motor mount. Basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm putting all the wiring harness stuff that I have ready on, just so I don't forget. You know, some of this stuff is alternator and AC and power steering and stuff like that, but getting it in the general area, you know, O2 sensors, getting those plugged in, figuring out what I need for those. But yeah, so that's currently where I'm at. It's been probably about an hour of just messing around and trying to figure out what goes where and how things go and all that. So yeah. this up top area is a headache. We're gonna go back to the bottom, and I'm going to get this line going. I'm gonna go back down here and get this this line going on that black. I don't know if I can even get a good angle of it. It's gonna end up being that black piece right there. End up going and getting the line on there, and then getting everything good to go. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll come back. Okay, I got the lines all routed from here at the front of the rail all the way to the back of the rail, the tee off to the regulator, and then I think this is not the best design ever, but you can see that line right there next to the header. That's the return line. I don't like it. I'm gonna probably find a way to tuck it up against the frame really well so it doesn't have that have to be that close. I also off camera went ahead and hooked up the O2s. You can see that there's just the wide bands right there. The wide bands are just right there hanging now. The O2s are hooked up. Gonna find 2 little bolts to put here. I'm gonna put my catch can there. My catch can that I have is not vented. I think I might make it vented, do a little bit of modification on it. I'm just gonna put it right here for now. That's where it goes, is right here. Then you guys will see, so give me 1 second. I got the catch can on there. I'm not a big fan of this catch can. It looks homemade, but it was on an 800 horsepower G35. So I know it's good, but I just don't like how it's not vented. And I tried to get the drain off, but I couldn't. Maybe I just wasn't, I don't know, maybe I just can't get off right now. But I have it, it sits right here on the timing cover. And then you just route whatever ways you need to go to the scavenge pump, or however it works. I don't really know if the scavenge pump pumps its old oil into here or not. I gotta do some research on how to run a scavenge pump, oil cooler, and catch can. But yeah, that's where it sits, just right on the front of the timing cover, out of the way. It'll be pretty nice. All right, I took a little bit of a break. I'm back now. I'm going to go ahead, continue on doing stuff. Over here, I have the fittings that go onto the valve covers. So we're gonna go ahead and put those on. Time lapse start now. go. Got these 3. There we go. Got these 3 on here. It also came with the hose that goes from this one to this one. A couple more things I'm gonna do today, and then I will be done. Didn't do a bunch today, but that's because I need to order some stuff, figure some stuff out, maybe find some stuff in the garage, clean up a little bit. So I'll see you guys when I'm done doing all that. Okay, to conclude the video, I went ahead and put this regulator on with all of the hoses and lines. I go all the way down, fuel return all the way through. Put the fittings on for the valve covers. I need to go ahead and order or find the sensor that goes to all the coil packs. And then I put the catch can on right there. And I didn't record this part, but down here with the turbo, I put the bolts on fully and made sure it's all good to go. So it's all good to go, and now I'll be waiting for parts. Got to order the oil pan so I can run my intercooler piping.